Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, Epic Explorer. Today we will be talking about 10 hidden passages found beneath ancient monuments you never heard of. 1. Naples Royal Palace. Ferdinand II of Bourbon owned the Royal Palace, a palace in Naples, Italy, in the 18th century. But there are many more mysteries beneath the palazzo itself. In addition to the wealth and jewels kept within the castle's walls. You see, King Ferdinand II constructed a system of tunnels beneath the palace in the 1800s out of concern about a revolutionary revolt. Huge military forces and horses could travel from the barracks to the royal palace through the tunnels, which were built to accommodate them. Contrary to what one might expect given when the tunnels were constructed, they include a lot more contemporary artifacts. Before they were sealed off in the 1950s, they were utilized as bomb shelters and a location to hide illegal automobiles during World War II. As a result, a lot of the items found inside the tunnels are from this latter time. When researchers did seismic testing in the area, they unintentionally rediscovered the tunnels. Tourists can now explore the tunnels, frequently as part of a tour of Naples' Royal Palace. 2. Topos Iris Magna. Outside of contemporary Alexandria, there is an ancient Egyptian city called Topos Iris Magna. Ruins, temples, and other historical sites may be found in this old city. Under one of the village's temples, though, lies a network of tunnels that was just recently found. The tunnel network is around 6.5 feet, 2 meters, tall and extends about 13,770 feet, 4,200 meters. The Upalinos Tunnel in Samos, Greece, which was used to transport water, appears to be an exact reproduction of the tunnel, which is concealed 65 feet, 20 meters, beneath. This is most probable because the tunnel was built during the Greek-ruled Ptolemaic era, when Egypt was under their control. As of now, it is also believed that the tunnel was constructed to transfer water throughout the old city. Scientists are presently excavating at the site to discover more about it. 3. Red Fort. The Red Fort is a fort from the Mughal Empire that is located in Delhi's old city. This fort is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and draws lots of tourists every year who want to learn more about the history of the nation. But recently, researchers learned that the Red Fort's foundation held a mystery. In 2021, the tunnel that leads to the Delhi Legislative Assembly was found. It appears that the British once transported freedom fighters through the city through this tunnel. However, historians have not been able to locate comprehensive records about it, and its exact origins and purpose are still heavily contested. Furthermore, a significant portion of the tunnel has been demolished recently. The complete tunnel is no longer intact because of the development of the Delhi metro and sewer infrastructure. Despite this, authorities in Delhi are hoping to restore at least a small portion of the tunnel and make it accessible for visitors to explore. 4. Chavindahuanta. In the Peruvian Andes highlands, there is a historic archaeological site called Chavindahuanta. The Chavin civilization, which existed between 900 BC and 200 BC, is thought to have constructed it. The location is well known for its striking architectural elements, which include a sophisticated system of ceremonial tunnels that are below ground. The history and significance of Chavindahuanta's secret tunnels are significant. The tunnels were constructed utilizing complex engineering methods with the purpose of connecting various areas of the site and directing water. They were also a part of the Chavin culture's religious rituals, since they were employed in ceremonies and perhaps even as a means of intercession with the gods. The tunnels were found by Peruvian archaeologist Julio C. Tello in the 1940s. Since then, archaeologists and other professionals have investigated and researched them in great detail. The archaeological site at Chavindahuanta is now regarded as one of Peru's most significant and a well-liked tourist destination. Visitors are welcome to explore the site's architectural elements, including the Temple of Chavin, a sizable stone building covered in elaborate carvings and sculptures, as well as the site's underground tunnels. 5. Manzana de las Luces. In San Telmo, Argentina, there is a historic Jesuit monastic complex called Manzana de las Luces. In order to advance Christianity in the New World, the complex was constructed in the late 1500s. The indigenous groups in Argentina threatened the Jesuits with armed warfare, notwithstanding their noble goal. The Jesuits at the Mazzana de las Luces mission started digging tunnels beneath the church and out to other churches throughout the city as a form of self-defense. In the event that the indigenous launched a significant attack, the goal was to provide them with an escape route. It's interesting that these tunnels were never fully documented, making it difficult for researchers to determine their full extent or function. The tunnels were first discovered in the 1900s while a building project was underway, and over the years, more tunnels thought to be a part of the network have also been discovered. Sadly, a lot of these tunnels have since disappeared due to erosion. Tourists can still visit a brief area right beneath the Manzana de las Luces mission, though. 6. The Colosseum. Each year, the Colosseum draws countless tourists who are interested in learning more about the terrible practices and traditions of ancient Rome. While visitors have always been permitted to roam the Colosseum and imagine what it might have been like to watch a game there, they haven't always had access to the area below the ancient structure. Gladiators would prepare for their fights in a network of underground tunnels and passageways that were part of the Colosseum, both to onlookers and visitors for a considerable period of time. These travelers were invisible. But a number of these mysterious underground corridors were rebuilt in 2021, allowing both tourists and researchers to learn more about them. So perhaps it's time to arrange a vacation to Rome to see some of the undiscovered tunnels of antiquity. 7. Chandburi. Chandburi is a different heritage site in India where there are hidden tunnels. In the state of Rajasthan, there is a step well called Chandburi, which is a well or pond with a set of stairs leading down to the water. India has a lot of these kinds of step wells, which were used for gathering water, keeping cool on hot summer days, and performing religious ceremonies. To make them simple for people to access, many step wells were constructed close to forts and palaces. From roughly the 7th century to the 18th century, step wells were a common sight. But what makes these step wells so fascinating is that there was frequently more to them than first appeared. Many of these actually gave people covert access to a subterranean network of tunnels that served as a transportation system in case of emergencies throughout the state of Rajasthan. One of these step wells, Chandburi, provides entrance to a network of tunnels that connects to a number of other local landmarks and historic locations, including Amber Fort. There is some disagreement over whether the stepwell tunnels actually date to the 8th century, despite all the mystery surrounding them. According to some historians, these structures may have been constructed more recently, in the 20th century, to attract tourists to the region. Which story you choose to believe is entirely up to you. 8. Taletilgar, an historic military outpost and palace from the 18th century is called Taletilgar. It was created during the Ahom era in India and is situated close to Assam. Taletilgar appears to be just another army base, an 18th century palace at first impression. But if you examine a bit deeper, you'll soon find out the base's secrets. You see, there are 2 underground tunnels built around 3 stories deep in Taletilgar. The length of one tunnel is almost 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers, while the other is almost 10 miles, 16 kilometers. The longer tunnel goes to the adjacent Gargan Palace, while the shorter one connects Taletilgar to the Dachau River. Scientists are aware of the functions of these corridors, unlike some of the other mysterious tunnels that are buried beneath ancient monuments. These tunnels were employed as escape routes from the palace during the Ahom period because it was a time of war. 9. Teotihuacan. There are more pyramids that have tunnels underneath them besides the Great Pyramid of Giza. Teotihuacan's Pyramid of the Moon is yet another pyramid that conceals knowledge hidden deep down. This pyramid is believed to be a replica of the enormous Teotihuacan structures and may even stand in for the afterlife. From the Plaza de la Luna, a square close to the pyramid, to below the pyramid itself, the tunnel is roughly 33 feet, 10 meters, deep. Scientists do know that the Pyramid of the Moon was a temple where human sacrifice was practiced, even if they are still unsure of what the tunnel's purpose was. So maybe the tunnel served a similarly evil purpose. To be certain, more investigation and testing are necessary. 10. Tunnel in the Great Pyramid of Giza. Most people are aware that the pyramids contain a system of tunnels that connect each of the many rooms. That doesn't mean, however, that all of the tunnels have been found or even that researchers have figured out what they were all used for. An underground tunnel was discovered not inside but beneath the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the most recent discoveries of underground tunnels related to the ancient world. The tunnel, which is around 30 feet, 9 meters, long, was found in March 2023. It was discovered utilizing radar and ultrasonic testing and is located close to the pyramid's main entrance. Scientists are still unsure of the tunnel's original purpose. One explanation suggests that it might have been constructed to help the pyramid's weight be distributed more evenly. To determine whether they can unravel the enigma, more testing will be required.